Guys, how's it going? It's Denham or Denwood or Denweasel or whatever. So I thought today we'd have a go at looking through a basic footwork sequence because I told you guys we were going to have a go at it. I'm up at my sort of place of work today, up at LS10 skate park. We've had a refit done, which is pretty rad, so come check it out if you're around there. This kind of combines like 3 different parts of footwork, which I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation on as well. So even if you're completely new to it, you'll hopefully get a few different things out of this little video, however it goes. See how we get on. Rad, okay, so this little sequence consists of 3 different types of footwork. So first of all, we've got a spacewalk. Secondly, we've got walk the dogs. Thirdly, we've got, I don't really know exactly what this one is called, but I've just been calling it a step over because you step over. So, makes sense, you know? So when we're doing footwork, it's all about linking all these different elements together. So I'm going to show you a breakdown and then I'm going to let you have a go at linking them together and see how you get on. The important thing to think about here is speed. Don't expect to do it rapid first time, alright? You're going to have to break it down a bit and play around a little bit. It might take a little while to get the speed up. So when you're starting out, do it slower, alright? Less speed means more control, okay? You can build it up and get quicker as you go along, but when you're starting out, step by step. Keep it simple, alright? Okay, so let's take a look at the spacewalk first, right? So, spacewalk, we need to be pretty good at manuals. We need to have a good bit of control, so we need to know how to do things like just tic-tac turning. It's essentially a tick without the tack, alright? So rather than tic-tac turning, we're keeping the front of the board up and swinging the nose of the board left and right, okay? So I want to be in the same position as I would be for a manual. So back foot nice and solid on the tail, my front foot just a little bit behind those front bolts, right? I'm going to be on the balls of my feet a little bit, so I've got that kind of fine control over the board. So what I'm going to be doing is getting up into my manual, and I'm going to be swinging my arms and my hips as well, but I'm going to be swinging them in the opposite direction. So if I'm swinging my front foot out forwards to turn the board this way, my shoulders are going to swing the opposite way, okay? Now you want to know how to hold a manual, so the way I think of manuals is I'm trying to draw an invisible line from my belly button right through to that back truck. That's going to keep my weight centered over it, okay? Right, next step, walk the dogs. These are a little bit more awkward because we're having to cross our feet over a little bit here, okay? So again, we want to be starting in the same position pretty much as when we're riding around. You might prefer to have your front foot a little bit further back on the board for this one. So what we're going to be doing here is doing a small pivot, keeping the front foot in the same place and bringing the back foot around onto the nose and pivoting again. Alright, front foot is staying in the same place. We want to be facing forward. The movement is coming from our hips here, okay? You're going to keep that movement going, so swinging your hips, okay? So last part of this sequence, which I think is probably one of the easiest parts, is just a step over, alright? So all you're doing there, coming to a tail stop, you're jumping off the back foot and bringing the front foot down onto the tail. Then the back foot comes back around, pushes down on the nose of the board and twists the board round for a final pivot. So you want to be twisting in your hips a little bit here. Okay, rad, so now let's have a look at the footwork sequence and kind of how we break all that down so you can start to see how we're linking together different parts of footwork. Now remember, those elements, you might need to practice those a little bit to get them bang on, and then you can come back and start linking them together after that. First of all, I'm in the spacewalk. Now with the spacewalk, what I'm going to do is on the final one, kind of cut it short a little bit, plant the front foot down, ready to go straight into the walk the dogs. So once I've done the walk the dogs, I'm coming down into a tail stop. What you'll find is that using tail stops in a freestyle sequence is pretty common. It's quite an easy way to link different things together. So while you're getting used to linking different tricks, Using tail stops is an easy way to do that before you start linking them through other more complicated pieces of footwork and stuff. From that tail stop, that's where I'm going straight into this step over motion, because that starts from the tail stop anyway. There you go, so that's 3 basic footwork elements combined into a line in the easiest sort of way possible, so you're just stepping straight from one into the other. Remember, speed's not a massive issue, you can work on that further down the line. Just at the minute, work on your control and really getting these basic elements down and nailed before you start trying to do everything at warp speed. Nice one guys, cheers for watching. I really hope you found this video useful. If you did, that's great. Leave me a comment if you want, let me know what other tricks you want to see. Subscribe if you want, or don't, whatever. We'll be back for some more trick tips really soon. In the meantime, keep skating, keep spreading freestyle, and have fun, enjoy yourself. Cheers guys, bye bye.